In at the point, and for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. Takes a 3. And Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A. And I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Outside, Alexander Walker. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Brown's shot is good.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you can fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Edwards for 3. Rebounded by Denver.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Murray passes to Jokic. And again, it's Denver converting.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Edwards, that's good.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Brown, the three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. They get it back. Pass to Reid. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Randle. Gordon pulls it in. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Gordon with a screen on McDaniels. Here's the 3. Porter's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
McDaniels, that's good.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Now here's Porter for 3. Gordon knocks down the long J. Gordon's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Porter from outside. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. Edwards, a pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Reid. Gordon with a steal. Out left to the wing. 4-3. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
McDaniels from long range. Minnesota again missing. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Nuggets. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. He shoots. Minnesota with a rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Randle. Outside McDaniels. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. Denver in the lead. And 6'10" with laser accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player. Tell you what, that remarkable foot speed of Gordon's really causes problems for the defense. He's a hard guy to keep in front of him.
Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, B.A., you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work. Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Outside Murray. Stolen. Down low. And it's Randall with the jam.
Just another way Randall can beat you. Good hands for the Cats can finish it.
Back to Murray. Fires the three. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one. Tie game in Minnesota. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Pass to Alexander Walker. For 3, Randall nails it from 3. Randall's got 5 now.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. And here's Edwards outside. They get it back. Randall, the pass to Alexander Walker. The 3. The kick out to Edwards. Over Murray. McDaniels from long range. Another miss by Minnesota. The Nuggets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Brown. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Edwards pulls it in.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, better finishes.
McDaniels from long range. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Jokic with it. Randall's in his pocket. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
Jokic showing his mid-range talent this time. Dynamic with the ball all over the floor.
Here's Alexander Walker. Nails it from beyond the arc. Alexander Walker's got 9. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Love the response from Jokic. His competitive spirit turned up hot.
From the arc. Gordon pulls it in. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Jokic outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got his 6th rebound on the night. McDaniels against Porter. Puts up a 3. McDaniels can't hit.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just...
Oh, man.
Oh,
Punch, that was.
bad intentions.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Edwards, the pass to Randall. The three is up. Rebounded by Denver. 1:09 left to play in the first half of basketball. Brown's shot is good.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Denver leading by 6. And here's Jokic outside. Anthony Edwards with a rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these three. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
The shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the three with confidence now.
29 seconds left in the first half of this one. Counted from distance. Brown's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Randall on the screen. To the wing, right side. Over Murray. Randall can't hit. Gordon, the pass to Brown. Back to Gordon. Here's Brown. Over Edwards. Oh, a heat check there, but it's off target. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be back in a moment. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Miller is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Clark in at the shooting guard. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
From deep. Denver grabs the miss. Westbrook taking his time here. From outside the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him. You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Pass to Chanchar. Lets the three fly. Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And here's Clark for 3. Pure from three-point range. Clark's got 6 in the quarter.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Strother. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
6 on the shot clock. Ingles from outside. DiVincenzo on the wing.
Boy, excellent job that time by Westbrook to challenge without foul.
Miller can't get it to go. The Nuggets lead by 6. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The Timberwolves have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Westbrook can't hit. The Timberwolves shooting just 35% from the floor. Ingles from outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Chanchar. Sends it home from three-point land.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. For 3, DiVincenzo. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Watson. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Gobert. Miller outside. Takes the 3. Hits a three-pointer. Miller's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Clark left side. Into the lane. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Sinks the tray.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
Now here's Westbrook. He's scoreless. Second chance effort. Outside Watson. From downtown. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
And they pick up 2.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Here's Strother. The offensive rebound. Another shot. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the game's still closely contested. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, Jokic is a judicious three-point shooter, so you know he likes the look when he takes one.
The Nuggets lead by 5. Gordon finds Jokic over McDaniels. Jokic, no good. The Timberwolves shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Reed, good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots. Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Randall, pass to Edwards. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And it's Jokic with the ball for Denver. 6-point game. Gordon outside. Jokic in the post. Working on Reed. Kept alive. Pass to Jokic. 3-pointer. Oh, another miss by Jokic.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Reed can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Porter from outside. Knocks down the triple. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
We know he can shoot from deep, but come on now, that's ridiculous range from Porter Jr.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you
know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Here's Alexander Walker. Knocks down the long J.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
And Gordon's eyebrows go up when he sees an opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete. He throws it down with some major force.
The Nuggets lead by 8. And here's Porter outside. Fires in the triple.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Edwards finds McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3.
A guy who wants to make a big impact. McDaniels is just going off.
Jokic with it. Picked up by Reed. No good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. Great D that time from Porter.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Wing shot on the way. And the Nuggets getting another bucket to fall.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Nuggets.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Nikola Jokic.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
From deep three-point land. Again, Jokic missing.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, BA, keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
And Murray launches it from deep. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. So it's Denver picking up the win. They played the Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
Memphis' starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall. And it's Conley in at the 1. RJ, kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
And Morant throws it down.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Conley against Bane. Lets it go. Edey with the rebound. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, we talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. The coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Morant. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Aggressive drive by Edwards, going into attack mode on that one.
And he's going to get called there for the technical foul. Hanging on the rim.
And fundamentally, that's not the smartest move in the world. Depending on the situation, that kind of thing can cost you. Got to control your emotions.
Morant against Conley.
Oh, wow. Gotta love that one.
Oh, wow.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Now here's Randall to the paint. And Gobert kicks to Randall. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to Bane. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Bane passes to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson from long range. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
There's McDaniels. And the layup falls.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is...
Put it down!
Oh, my gracious, way to get up.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Morant against McDaniel. Morant passes to Bane. Outside for Jackson. Over Randall. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bane. Morant's got 8.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Memphis leading by 4. Jackson from long range. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And that's good. Michael Conley for 3. He has 7.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Jackson misses. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's up a 3. Edwards can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Jackson kicks to Morant. Driving to the basket. Wells wide open. Here's Edey. 1 second left. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim.
And so it's Jaren Jackson making highlights for Memphis. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll return shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Wells, and it's Edey in at center. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Morant, that's for 2. Shot clock at 5. Floats it up there for Morant. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
They get the rebound. Out to Conley. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with a wide-open look. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Edey. There's the screen. Baseline try. It's stolen by Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. He's guarded closely. Out to Conley. Back to Gobert. Morant with the steal. Lobbed up there for Wells. And the dunk by Wells.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Wells. Here's McDaniels. Outside for Randall. Back to McDaniels. Randall outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Conley gets the bucket. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
And they take the lead. Edwards got the lead up to 1 now for Minnesota.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
Morant passes to Wells. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The shot's good from Kennard.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to get.
Edwards loves it in there.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Got that one up quick. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Kennard's shot is off.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Edwards passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
There's a screen by Aldama. Kennard for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Kennard's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Grizzlies. Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Pippen finds Kennard. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this.
These are return switches from the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Give me your beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Joe Ingles is out there with Miller. Then it's Alexander Walker. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Huff passes to Kennard. Here's the screen. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
DiVincenzo finds Reid. Back to DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Kennard for 3. Reid with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 8. After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future. How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Pass to Pippen. There's a screen by Aldama. And Pippen gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending. And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Huff passes to Stevens. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Pass to Aldama. The 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Ingles, that's for 2. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Wide open. That's good on the jump shot. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Out to Miller. 3-pointer. The shot missing. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Aldama gets the bucket.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
And the wide open shot from Reed. His 3-pointers off the mark. Memphis has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from 3-point land in the second half. Stevens, the pass to Huff. Kennard on the wing. There's a screen by Aldama for the lead. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Miller with a screen on Kennard. And Reed has it in the corner. Pass to Ingles. Shoots the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Ingles has got his first 3 points of the game. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
They set the screen. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. 34 seconds left in the third. The tray. Reed with the rebound.
He has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Aldama passes to Kennard. The 3. They grab their own miss. There's the triple. Hits it from 3-point range. Kennard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Grizzlies. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Timberwolves. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Memphis trailing here, so the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5 down low.
With the defense geared to challenge Morant at the cup, that little stop and pop is deadly.
Tipped away. Bane with the steal. Outside Jackson. From outside off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Edwards against Morant. Jackson from long range. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead. Edwards gets to Conley. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's Jackson with the 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies. Here's Randall. And he lays it straight in.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Jackson from long range. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Lets the 3 fly. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now Morant. It's stolen by Randall. And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the wing on the left, beyond the arc. And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves trail by 9. And here's Edwards from the arc. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Randall. Goes up from the top of the key. And right on target. Good. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
Jackson from long range. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Jacks up a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Three-pointer, Randall. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Edwards from the arc. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it cook.
Outside Jackson. For the 3. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
There's Jackson with the 3. And rebounded by McDaniel.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Such a gutsy player. Edwards wants to be the guy taking big shots.
Morant against McDaniel. Here's Jackson from past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Gobert. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. No good on the 3. Poked away. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So
Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's Jokic. The 3 is up. They get it again. Porter, the pass to Jokic. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they wanted to take.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Morant to the left wing. Wells, the pass to Morant. Clock at 6. Pass to Edey. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Denver.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Back to Jackson. Up and over Gordon. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 5 now.
And that's part of what makes Jackson Jr. so dangerous. He's great inside, but can also shoot from the perimeter.
Murray's shot is good.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch him out.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Edey. Jackson outside. The 3. Here's Bane. To the wing on the left. And here's Morant outside. Brown grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 4. Murray from outside. And Morant clears the board. Left side Bane. The 3 is up. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have you back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Grizzlies lead by 4. Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
Porter, the open shot. Jokic, offensive board. They shoot again. That shot is off. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Jackson can't get it to go. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. Porter looks it over. There's the triple. Grizzlies with the rebound. Up again. And rejected. And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. 34 seconds left in the first. There's Jackson with the 3. Good work defensively by Gordon.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And another miss by Denver. Grizzlies lead by 7. Jackson for three. That doesn't go either for Jackson. Gordon on the take. Oh!
Wow! Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. It's been all about Jaren Jackson for the Grizzlies. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. Well, Stan, perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniform, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be difficult.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
Left side Murray. On target from range. Murray's got 12 points in the game.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Nuggets trail by 7. Pass to Porter. Let's go with a three. Takes the three. Here's Jokic. Gets another look. Goes up again.
And how about the trick move by the big man? I mean, nice pump fake from Jokic.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
There's Jackson with the three, and it's Denver with a rebound. Porter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Brown from behind the arc. Memphis with a rebound. Bane's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Jackson, here we go.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility. But I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it. As long as it helps his team get the win.
And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Nuggets. Nuggets trail by 7. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Wells. Jackson with a screen on Porter. Jackson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
And just a forceful play by Jackson, clearing the glass and muscling his way to his own shot.
For 3, Gordon. And again, it's Denver missing. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Tries it from the top of the key. They get the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Murray against Morant. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Murray against Morant. Pass to Brown. From deep. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not ball. Maybe time for a different approach.
Here's Gordon to the middle. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there. And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
A shot by Brown, no good. Memphis leading by 9. Bane, the pass to Wells. Now Bane. He's got 5. Floats one. It's stolen. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Gordon from the arc. And Morant clears the board. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Pass to Wells. Here's the 3. Fires for 3. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Edey. Morant's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows is putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And that concludes the first half. It's the Grizzlies up by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Jordan, the pass to Watson. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. Connects from downtown. Watson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for space.
Nuggets trail by 8. From downtown. Rebounded by Pippen. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Jordan inside. That won't fall. Can't drop his first one.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Fires it. And another miss by Memphis. Denver has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And book it. John Char's got his first points of the game.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Jordan the screen, and he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
I'll tell you, excellent vision from Westbrook. He's no stranger to pick-and-roll execution.
Kennard, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. Kennard's got 7 points in the game. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 9. Here's Jordan. Aldama grabs the board.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Memphis is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. The 6-footer. Rebounded by Denver. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Picked it out of midair. Pass to Huff. Here's Pippen. Here's the pick. Now here's Kennard. Launches a 3. Drains the triple. And now a 12-point Grizzly lead.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
And again, it's Denver missing.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
That 3's off the mark. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Jordan, good on the shot.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Grizzlies lead by 10. Over to the left wing. Stevens, the pass to Pippen. Up top, Kennard. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. Rebounded by Denver. John Char's got 4 rebounds in the game. This one for 3. Drills it from deep. Strother's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
For Denver, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Jordan. Memphis with a rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pippen, pass to Aldama. Here's Pippen. Kennard outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. We've got Luke Kennard, and it's Aldama in at the 4. Porter's shot is off. Grizzlies lead by 10. Aldama, the pass to Kennard. Picked by Aldama. Fires the 3. Kennard can't get it to go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
A line change here for Memphis. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
And here's Morant outside. Buries it from 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. 4-3. Brown grabs the board. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And a deep 3 from Jokic. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Jackson with it. Now Porter defending. Here's Bane. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. So it's Denver now. 11-point game. Here's Gordon. Takes it inside. Oh, he packs it down right over Jaren Jackson.
The defense can't allow Gordon to get into the lane. He's just too explosive once he gets a step.
The floater. Rebounded by Denver.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Murray passes to Jokic. Here's Porter. The Nuggets with another miss. Memphis leading by 10. Here's Wells. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's Porter outside. And again, Denver no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Jackson pass to Morant. Ja slithers his way in. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Outside Murray. All sorts of time. No good there. 6 for 11 now from the floor. Pass to Wells. Kicks it out to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Morant. Lets it fly. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Nuggets trail by 12.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we could put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Grizzlies.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Ja Morant.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Jackson finds Morant. Jackson with a screen on Murray. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Brown. Offline with a three. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Porter pulls it in. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance.
opening lineup. Conley and Edwards with the guards. Naz Reid out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
The offensive rebound. Fade away. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Puts up a deep 3. Pass to McDaniels. Goes up again. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Gordon. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Reid with a screen on Murray. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Start for them. And that one's good by Porter.
Just so smooth pulling up there off the dribble. Porter terrific at being unpredictable and knowing when to take that shot.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Edwards got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Minnesota. And it's Gordon, that time on the assist by Murray.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this court.
Took him no time at all on that one. Edwards got 10.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Jokic with the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I could truly say with what I had, I gave it my all. That's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. A miss that time would have put him up. Minnesota in the lead. Right side, Edwards. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Gordon with it. Now defended by Randall. That ties the game.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
And Edwards launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Gordon.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Timberwolves shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. And here's Edwards from the arc. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
That's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got 4 rebounds in this game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Edwards fires from way outside. Edwards with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 3. 3-pointer. Brown's shot is off. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Edwards got 16 points.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Reed with the rebound. That one doesn't drop. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effective.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
Wow, how about the burst? Aaron Gordon off the floor so fast. Don't sleep on him, gentlemen. You're going to look silly.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Fires from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic just got his 5th rebound in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Drills the three-pointer.
And that's what you're looking to do. Get your best scorers something within the flow of the offense.
McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. Fires the three. Edwards with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
They're outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Outside for Randall. It's good from long range. Randall's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Pass to Jokic. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Reed misses. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Gordon driving in, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, this is all Aaron Gordon needs, right? Just a little space to run and forget about it.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
There's the triple. Jokic kicks to Gordon.
2 minutes remaining in the
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. He shoots again. It's another look. Randall with some nice D.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
McDaniels gets a wide-open look. Hits the jumper in space. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. 1:39 left in the first half of basketball. Brown the pass to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Brown's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to.
Edwards, that's good.
Assist goes to.
There's a minute left now here in the second. McDaniels against Porter. On the wing, Murray. This one for three. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
At the arc, Murray is all business, knocking down a confident shot.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 4. 29 seconds left to play here in the half.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Shoots. Edwards with another miss. Jokic against Edwards. Offensive rebound. Outside for Murray. Fires for 3. Can't hit that one. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Minnesota on top, leading by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Jordan. Russell Westbrook out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Chanchar in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Gobert with a screen for Ingles. Jordan with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 4. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert is going to be terrific on the glass.
The shake. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Alexander Walker. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
The Nuggets with another miss.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Pass to Chanchar. Westbrook with it. Looking to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
Boy, it will take more than that kind of defense to stop this guy. Russell Westbrook so fierce on the interior.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The Nuggets trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Drains the jumper to finish the break.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
And it's Westbrook. Net time on the assist by Watson. Westbrook's got his second basket.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. I've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Westbrook. That shot misses. Timberwolves leading by 14. From deep, Ingles. It's hauled in by Watson. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 14-4 run. Puts it up from 17. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Ingles outside. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Watson finds Westbrook from the arc. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Westbrook's got 7 points for the quarter.
Now, Russell Westbrook wants to keep the defense honest, so he'll make just enough three-point shots to do exactly that.
DiVincenzo passes to Ingles. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And it's Westbrook again missing. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Watson's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 14. Shot on the wing. Ingles can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves lead by 14. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 14. So on the floor for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot manning the middle. McDaniels kicks to Reed. No good from outside. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Brown's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
3 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. It's Porter outside. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 10 rebounds here tonight. It's so active. Here's Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 24 points.
Well, this is the all-around game of Julius Randle, right? We think that he can score it, board it, but how about that pass?
Jokic with the bucket. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. For 3, Edwards. Edwards with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 14. Outside Gordon. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Conley's shot is off. For Denver, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
McDaniels dishes to Conley. Back to McDaniel. That's a 2 from Randall. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Timberwolves lead by 16. And a deep 3 from Murray. And again, Denver no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Well, Julius Randle can do a little bit of everything. That's a great find to get his teammate an open look.
And a wide open look for Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Timberwolves leading by 19. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Jokic. Denver shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Porter passes to Gordon. For three. Porter, no luck.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Lets the three fly. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Minnesota.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Nuggets shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Murray, no good. Pass to Randall. Over Gordon. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And here are the Nuggets now. 17-point game. Murray for three. Mike Conley with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Launches it. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Brown. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. To come, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Here's Edwards. Memphis with a rebound.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
There's Jackson with the 3, and another 3 for Memphis.
And you know his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Bane, the pass to Wells. From outside, off the mark. Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Memphis has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Stolen by Conley. Here we go. Pulls up for 3. Cleared away by Wells. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
And then Morant with the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to Wells. Back to Bane. McDaniels against Morant. Shot clock at 6. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
Nails it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Basket counts. Edwards got 5 now.
Edwards flexing on them now. Bully ball inside.
Grizzlies lead by 4. Here's Bane. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
And it's Morant missing.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
McDaniels from long range. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Memphis has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Bane, the pass to Morant. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And so Conley will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Oh, stolen by Morant. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Bane serving the D. 4 seconds left. And he gets the bucket.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for Memphis. He dropped 3 threes in that. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Grizzlies.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. Conley and Ant are the one of the two. Julius Randle out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Pass to Bane. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 5. Ja slithers his way in. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And just a heads-up play by Morant. He sees the shot clock winding down and nails it at the buzzer.
Memphis leading. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Out to the wing. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Back to Randle for 3. Memphis with a rebound. Morant looking for an opening. He takes it in. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards for 3. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
And there's a pick. Jackson outside. Pass to Edey. On the wing, Bane. Clock at 6. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 5 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Morant against Randle. Back to Morant. Shot is up. Here's Edey. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Pass to McDaniels. Cleared away by Wells. Grizzlies lead by 3. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Outside Edwards. Takes a 3. They get it back. Tries again. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA, and that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Yeah, a shot that Randle has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Edey. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Edwards looking it over. Again, the miss by Edwards.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Jackson against Conley. Puts it up. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And now a 4-point Memphis lead. Outside McDaniels. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
Leave somebody open on Conley's team at your own peril, because you going to make you pay for that.
Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. From outside the arc, and that's good. Jackson for 3. Jackson's got 14 points for the game.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean,
oh my goodness!
Anything in the bag on that one.
Yeah!
Bring it home. Send it in. Throw it down.
Edwards, that's good. 9 seconds left in the second. Up top, Morant. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Grizzlies up 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Santi Aldama, and it's Pippen in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Timberwolves trail by 3. Lets it go from deep. Huff pulls it in. Memphis has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. The 3 hits the trifecta. Huff's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Oh, and Reed with a block. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Grizzlies lead by 3. And it's Kennard on the take. To the left wing. Here's Pippen. DiVincenzo covering. 4 on the clock. Pippen pass to Aldama. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
It's Ingles with the drive. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target with the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Kennard for 3. He buries it from 3. Kennard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Alexander Walker. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pippen, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's DiVincenzo. Kennard with the rebound. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Huff can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Reed. Outside, Alexander Walker. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Kennard for 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Pippen. DiVincenzo with a steal. For the tie. 1:56 left in the third quarter.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Stevens. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside, Ingles for the lead. Memphis with a rebound. Aldama's got 4 rebounds now. for three. Gets the three to fall. Kennard's got 6 here in the quarter.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Here's Alexander Walker. Goes back up. Pass to Ingles. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Ingles gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Kennard for 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside, Ingles launches it. Reed passes to Alexander Walker. Sinks it from distance. Alexander Walker's got 9.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Kennard can't get it to go. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a disappointing 38%. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Outside, DiVincenzo. 3-pointer. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Kennard for 3. That one no good.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Timberwolves. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A line change here for Memphis. And it's Edey missing. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside McDaniels. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Big forwards like Jaden McDaniels who can pull up for a jumper from anywhere, those guys are a luxury to have.
There's Jackson with the 3, and another 3 for Memphis.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Randle can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Edey for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. For 3, Randle knocks it down from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Here's Edey. Outside for Morant. Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Nice move. The shake. Reverses. In the paint. Morant puts it in.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Now here's Edwards. The 3 ball. The rebound by Jackson.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
That one's good. This game is all even. Jackson's got 19 points.
It's clear Jackson Jr. embraces the spotlight. He's a solid scorer who makes important shots for this team.
And the shot's good.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
And it's good for 2. He's got 21.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
They grab their own miss. The kick out to Edwards. Puts up a 3. Edwards can't get that one to fall. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Pass to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Conley. And it's Morant missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 10 in the 4th. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Can you say prime time player? Morant, he enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game. At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Payne, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Fast break, Minnesota. Right side, Edwards. Oh, he buried the 3.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Edey for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own.
Boom. Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Here's Morant.
Oh! Wow. Come away! Oh, you know Morant wants it. And guess what? He got it.
He connects. And that one brings him within 1.
Let's look at what Conley is doing.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Bane. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Outside Edwards. Edwards on the move. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Misses. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. What a performance they had here at home today.
It's Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5 spot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 5.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that.
And so it's Memphis with it. Following the 3-point attempt by Aaron Gordon. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
If Morant knocks those down consistently, you got zero chance on defense.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. Now the obvious concern is Nikola Jokic, particularly as a playmaker. Coach told me if Jokic goes off for 40 himself, we can still win if we hold his teammates down. But that's tough when he's hitting those guys in their favorite spots. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Trains the 3-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And a wide open look for Porter. Misses the 3. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here he goes. Here's Morant. Hits the target from 18 feet. That's 10 points for John Morant.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
Wide open look here for Murray. Edey with the rebound.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Pass to Wells. Ball stolen. And here's Porter over Wells. That's good from Porter on the assist by Murray.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
And Memphis turns it over again.
Out of bounds. Denver's ball.
Nuggets trail. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good on the triple. Jokic has got 5 now.
Not always a huge part of Jokic's game, but the 3-point shot, he's becoming more comfortable taking.
Jackson misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Pass to Gordon. Porter looking it over. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. To the right side. Here's Wells. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Pass to Jokic. There's the 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Jackson with it. Puts up a three, and the three ball is good. Jackson's got a couple of threes now in the first for Memphis.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
And it's Gordon penetrating, and it's Gordon with the finish.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, Jokic. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Edey. No scoring in this one. Out to Morant. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter, no luck. And Bane launches it from deep. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Nuggets lead by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're what? And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Jokic with it, now defended by Bane. And they pick up 2.
And you just can't give Jokic any breathing room because he is a threat to fire from anywhere.
A 3 from Morant. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Murray's got the lead up to 5 now for Denver. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
You gotta love how aggressive Morant is. He is fearless going towards that rim.
RJ Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
Back to Morant. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Deep 2 from Murray. From deep, Jokic. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. They get it back. Shoots the 3. And it's Morant missing. The Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Murray, no good. Memphis has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And Jackson gets it to go.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Memphis has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Now, here's Morant for 3. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Oh, my. Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Scooped up. Wells goes back up. They shoot again. Sweet move. And it's good on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Jokic. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Bane. Out to Morant. Takes the three. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Porter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Bain with the bucket.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. They get the rebound. Pass to Edey. Morant left side. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 4. And here's Jokic outside. Wells grabs the miss. Wells has got his 4th rebound in this one. Morant left side. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
For 3, Murray drills it from outside. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Here's Brown. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Denver. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. Right back after this break. We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Russell Westbrook. Peyton Watson is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Janshar at the 4-man position. Here's Huff. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Pass to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
So skillful with the ball. Westbrook showing us what he can do.
Pippen against Westbrook. Here's Huff. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. Or we're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you played every team, you understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
Here's Janshar. Pass to Watson, puts up a deep 3. The Nuggets with a new 14. Jordan can't get it to go. Memphis trailing here. Kennard for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Westbrook passes to Janshar. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Denver's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Strother. The Nuggets with another miss. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's Eldorado. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Watson. Denver gets it back. Chanchar, the pass to Jordan. Misses from close range. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Kennard for 3. Chanchar grabs the miss.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Here's Jordan. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Memphis has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Kennard for 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Pippen. 6 to shoot. Now Eldorado. Second chance shot. Here's Stephens. Takes a 3. Connects from three-point range. Stephens got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
That's why Westbrook racks up so many assists.
Stephens can't get it to go. And so it's Watson who will bring it up for the Nuggets. Out to the wing. Beyond the arc. Kennard with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Pass to Pippen. To the middle. Some nice passing there by Memphis. They grab their own miss. Now here's Kennard. The 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. A three-pointer, no good. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Snatched up. Jacks up a 3. Stephens can't get it to go. Watson with it. Aldama's there. Watson's shot is off. Good if it goes. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pleasure-packed basketball. We've got Santi Eldorado. Kennard is out there with Pippen. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. From deep, Jokic. Wells grabs the miss. Wells has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Morant. Hits from the high post. Morant's got 25 points.
He's got an elite combination of speed and athleticism. Morant, he is special when he gets out in the break, though.
Scooped up. Jokic. Inside is Jokic territory.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
No question, it's a big impact play. Credit to him for working hard to find that opportunity.
And stolen by Gordon. Takes it inside, and he makes good on the layup.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
The 3 from Morant. Bangs home the trifecta. 28 points for him.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Such a wide open look.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Morant outside. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. For 3, Murray. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside, Bane. Down low. Over to the left wing. Brown is wide open. Pass to Jackson. And here is Bane. Here's Wells. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Brown. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Wells. Tries it from the top of the key, and he nails that one right through the net. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Morant surveying the D. On the wing, Bane. 5 to shoot. And Jokic with the rebound.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Fades. Good on the shot. Jokic has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Not loose. Porter with the steal. Here's Gordon. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Nuggets.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Morant with a wide open look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 3-pointer. Wells grabs the miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Jackson. 3-pointer. Count it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Morant reaches to Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. Hins the 3.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Got it!
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that hit factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
There's Porter with the 3, and again Denver with the triple.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. Jokic kicks to Murray. Shoots from the baseline. Got it!
A quality pass setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
The Grizzlies call timeout. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
They've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.